Good morning everyone from this very badly lit kitchen of mine. Just making some coffee to get my day started. I'm actually using the beans that arrived for me in a parcel in the last vlog. It's a company started by another YouTuber and they're actually pretty good. It's odd. They're the kind of beans where, and actually I don't know if this is like a thing in other coffee beans, but when they're really hot, there's actually not a lot of flavor and you kind of have to let the coffee cool a little bit for all the flavor to come out. I don't know, that's what I found. It's kind of odd, but it does taste nice. I just wanted to say thank you for all of the lovely feedback on my last vlog. I honestly, like, I know I said in that vlog that I started a few and never uploaded them, so I ended up having like a big gap where I think the vlog before that went up in June. And I've had people saying on Twitter like how much, oh, they miss when I used to upload vlogs, and like in my mind I still make vlogs, if that makes sense, but I'm actually, you know, obviously I'm not publishing the content to make other people know that, and so I'm trying to get back into the habit of it, hence doing this vlog today. It's been a really good week. I know I started the last vlog off talking about how the pandemic was really getting to me lately and how I was trying to push through that, and I think it was actually in that vlog that I was saying like, you know, today was actually a really good day. Since then I've had a string of really good work days, and that's been really awesome. I feel like super inspired by my work again, and it just goes to show how much you need to take a break, you know, in order to get back to that sometimes. At work at the moment there's so much to do that it's on that level of like just on the brink of chaos, which is, I feel like, where I thrive, because there's enough to do that I can't let myself get distracted too much, you know. When deadlines are a bit looser and things are a bit calmer, it's really easy for me to just be like, I can take a break and watch a YouTube video now, sort of thing, or like dawdle on stuff. But when you got a lot to do, you're forced to make very fast decisions and just like go with your gut and make things happen, and that's what I've been doing the past couple of weeks, which has been really cool. Come on, coffee. Brew, 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 brew. I have a meeting right now. Actually, I'm meant to be with Holly, our freelance designer, who works with us on a lot of projects at ConvertKit. So sorry, Holly, if you're watching this, that I am late to making my coffee. I did some editing this morning, did a workout, and so my, like, you know, work day is starting a little bit later. Holly actually has a channel of her own that I'm going to leave link to in the description, because you should definitely check it out. She vlogs like days in her studio. She is like a brand strategist as well as a designer, and so yeah, if you like my vlogs, I think you will really like hers. My favorite mug. Okay, let's leave this bad lighting and head to my meeting. This is Holly, everyone. Hi. We've just been chatting about some fun like demo content we're making for ConvertKit. It's really cool. Yeah. Thanks for staying up late to talk to me, Holly.
That's alright. It's late, baby.
Not too late for you then. All right. Have a good day. Bye. Okay, meeting out the way, and my usual morning catch up of everything is done. So that's good. Holly and I are working, I think I said just before, but we're working on some demo content. So we want to set up like some ConvertKit accounts for some personas, I guess would be the right word to use. Basically, I want to make sure all of our demo content is really indicative of the types of creators who use ConvertKit and who we want to be using ConvertKit. So whenever I make like an example landing page or an example email template or things like that, that's always what I'm thinking about. And so to save us from coming up with a new example every time, Holly's created a few like creator archetype personas for us with their own brands and things like that, and that's what I'm going to be using for demo content. I love always using real examples whenever possible on our homepage at the moment. It features real landing pages used by the real creators that you see next to them in the photos, which I think is really great, and I always want to do that. But not everyone is comfortable with sharing absolutely everything inside their account, like all of their subscriber details and what they've earned through selling products and things like that. So when we need to show screenshots of our product to give people an idea of you know, what the inside of it looks like, we need some dummy content, and I want that dummy content to be useful and to actually like give people an idea of the different ways in which you can use ConvertKit. So yeah, that's our plan. It's going to be a big job. I'm going to try and get the product team or engineering team involved to set the account up so that it always has like data flowing through it and things, so it looks good in screenshots. Yeah, I'll keep you updated as I go with that. is honestly going to be a day, I don't think I'm going to be designing anything today, not in the current plan anyway. Sometimes I have these days, more and more lately honestly, where it's a day of planning and strategizing or writing, for example. Today, as well as working on like the next step of this demo content project, now that I had the meeting with Holly, I'm going to be figuring out a plan for personalization on our site. We have been testing out a tool called Proof. I actually interviewed Proof's designer, Brent Palmer, as part of Inside Marketing Design. So if you want to go listen to that episode, I will link it on a card. But yeah, we at ConvertKit use the product to run like personalization tests on our website. So I need to come up with a plan of exactly how we're going to get the most value out of this tool that we've signed up for, and yeah, put a plan in place for some things that we can do. Hopefully some like quick wins, although I hate that term, but yeah, like maybe low touch is a better way to describe what I'm attempting to do with it. First off, my plan is to plan a lot of things, and then there's a bunch of meetings that I have later on in the day. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know why I chose to vlog today, not a day where I'm going to be doing something more aesthetically pleasing to show you on like, you know, screen recordings throughout the day. But hey, this is life, right? And I'm trying to build that habit of vlogging back up again, you know. Ooh, someone just bought my font. That's exciting. Honestly, I get a smile like that every time I see an email that says new font purchase, which is telling me that, you know, I've had a new order through of my font. It's very exciting. Thank you, Brian, who just bought a copy of Grayscale. If you want to get your own copy of it and make me smile too, you can head to charliemarie.store and pick up my font. I'm hoping to move on to honestly working on a second font as another project after I wrap up all the editing and stuff for Inside Marketing Design, just because it is so fun to see my font out in the wild when it's in use, and to get like, you know, random sales coming through on a Thursday morning. It's really fun to be having this as like a source of passive income, you know, and as a like a creative project too. So yeah, I think I'm gonna get to work on a second one very soon. Anyway, enough of all of that. Let's get into some work for the day, which will be a not very aesthetically pleasing screencast of me writing in a document. Forgot to vlog any of it, but that's what I did. And now I've made myself a afternoon espresso. I have about an hour now, like almost exactly an hour, until my next meeting of the day. I was gonna say first meeting, but I had one with Holly this morning. I don't normally have meetings in the morning, you see, because most of the like team is based in the US. So morning meetings are pretty rare for me. But yeah, meeting in about an hour to meet a new team member and talk about some data stuff. And an hour is always a good like time box for me, you know, to get something done. So I think that I'm going to set myself the next hour to get as far as I can with this plan for using Proof and personalization. So let's set about doing that. Good morning, people. It is now Friday. Didn't end the vlog yesterday, so I thought I'd keep it going today. This seems to be a trend, doesn't it? Last night I went to the supermarket. That was my like fun outing for the day. You know, that's honestly the only place I seem to go these days. Although over the weekend, last weekend, we did go and buy some plants. We got this guy here. I think that the little, this little tree part of it did not survive the repotting, but that's okay because these ones are looking okay. We also have over here this new snake plant. Bought this lamp too, which I absolutely love. I think it's really, really pretty. It was also half price, so that's always nice. And then I got a plant stand for it because I just love the look of a wooden plant stand with a white pot. This is actually just like still sitting in its pot that it came in though, so I need to properly plant that this weekend. I always had the palm, you know, parlor palm in my office that you've seen before, but that was really the only plant we had inside the house because we traveled so much. But now that we don't travel, I guess this is our way of like accepting the fact that we're going to be home for a while. I'm thinking it might be nice to honestly make this little bit here underneath our kitchen bench filled with plants too, because this is way too low to actually sit at. Like, it's too low for a bar stool. I don't know if you can actually tell. Too high for like a regular chair though, so it's kind of a little bit useless. So having plants there could be really nice. While we're talking about plants, let me also come outside and show you a chili plant that I got. Whoa, it is bright out here, and also very hot. I got this guy from Mark's mum when we went to visit last. She let me take this home with me, which is cool, and we've got loads of chilies that are turning red and gonna be edible, which is very exciting. These little chilies are very hot, very tasty, make meals nice. It's too hot to stay out here much longer, that's for sure. Let's go back inside into the nice air conditioning. I can't remember what I was doing when I picked up this camera and why I left my office. I don't know. Nope, it's gone. Washed my hair this morning, that's why it's looking a little bit odd. I need to re-dye it too, because basically what happens is my purple hair just fades after a while, and it becomes this sort of like, I don't know, there's pinky parts under there, it's a bit green in places. I don't know, I just go with it. Yesterday, like I said, I did mostly like writing and stuff was my day. Yeah, planning things, writing up posts. That's kind of what today is turning out to be as well. I've had in, I can't remember if I talked about this yesterday, but we are doing a second edition of the I'm a Blogger book. It's gonna be called I'm a Creator this time, because we've kind of expanded our like reach at ConvertKit. We're not just for bloggers anymore, you know. But I designed this version of the book, and it was a great experience. Glad that I did it. Do not want to do it again though, and don't really have time to do it again with everything else that I have on my plate. So we're hiring a designer for the second edition. So I've had some quotes through from designers whose work that I like the look of. Now we have to like talk about that as a team and decide who we're gonna go with. So yes, that's what I have to write up right now. I will say that if you are wanting to get into remote work, or like, you know, wanting to be successful with remote work, writing is a very important skill for you to focus on, because it is just used so much, and being able to write clearly, communicate your thoughts efficiently, you know, it's just it's really ironic that I'm saying this and like not being able to form the sentence correctly, but it's a great skill to have for a remote company. Decisions are often made, and information is shared through asynchronous methods. You know, like you're not always on a call hearing an update, you're reading an update, and if you need to give an update, it's most likely you're going to be having to write up a post about it instead of like saying it on a call. You know, you want to be respectful of everybody's time and make sure that the posts you're writing up are as succinct and as like clear as possible, so that there's no confusion. Yeah, I guess that's my like tip for this vlog, is if you are wanting to get into remote work, focus on your writing skills. No matter what role you're in, writing skills will be important. Can you see behind me here that I still have all of my art hanging out? This is where it hides so that it doesn't get knocked over by the Neato when the little robot vacuum is doing its thing. This is my most recent print, this Yes 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 one, which I absolutely love. Yeah, all these are still waiting to be hung. No update on that yet. I did, however, just order a couple of new frames for some prints that didn't have frames yet. So I think that once those arrive, I'll be ready to go and finally finish up getting this gallery wall hung, which I'll be very excited about, because this was like a plan that I formed for myself back in March. I started ordering a bunch of art, and yeah, got this far, as you saw in a vlog a couple months ago, and no further, so that'll be good. By this point, I'm just rambling though, so let's end the vlog here and let you get back on with your day. I hope you enjoyed just hanging out with me. Honestly, with these vlogs, I know they haven't been very regular. I've had a lot of people pointing that out recently, and I've been feeling a little guilty about it, but I think part of the reason for that is a couple of vlogs ago, I got a comment from someone saying like, why don't you go out and do stuff? We want to see you like being out and about in Spain, and that's just not my life at the moment. I'm not really doing that. I'll maybe go out once on the weekend, like I said, to buy the plants, or like I'll head to the supermarket like I did last night, but for as much as possible, I'm trying to stay inside. We're not going out exploring new fun restaurants or parts of the city and things like that at the moment. It's just, I don't know, it doesn't feel safe. Case numbers here are back up to what they were just before we went into lockdown, so staying inside seems to be like the best idea at the moment. So thank you if you still enjoy these vlogs, despite the fact that most of them take place like right here in this exact spot in my office. I really appreciate you watching and hanging out with me, because I think vlogs, more so than any other video, it does feel like we're, you know, like more connected in a way. It's funny, on my more like educational type videos, I often get comments when people talk about me in the comments where they're like, oh, she has a cool accent, or like, I didn't hear when she said this, you know, that sort of thing. Whereas in vlog comments, usually all the comments are to me. So I don't know, I guess that means that you watching feel more of that connection with these two. So I'm gonna try and keep making them. I think it's important. And like I said, I think at the start, thank you for all of your support and encouragement on the last vlog, because hearing that you enjoy them really does make me feel more motivated to pick up the camera and film and show you what I'm doing, you know, even if I do worry that it's really boring for you and that I didn't really do much, but hey. All right, we'll end it here. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. I hope you have a good week, a good day, and I'll see you in the next vlog, I hope.